Welcome back to Lifted Noise. My name is Raul, and today I'm going to do some trap hats in the MPC Live. And also, if I can inspire at least one of you today, then I'll feel like this is all worth it. Hey, nobody's perfect by any means. A big part of growth is understanding our limitations and knowing where we can improve. So that being said, I've decided to start a vlog on my channel dedicated to skill building so I can improve in some areas that I may be lacking. I'm a big proponent of the you just have to start philosophy. You're never going to know everything, so you just need to start with the knowledge that you have, and then you'll learn some things along the way. That's why I'm choosing this format, because I'm not the authority on a lot of the subjects I'll be creating videos on. I'm just doing this for myself and my own personal growth, and I believe that it can benefit some others along the way. So today I'm going to be working on some trap hats in the MPC Live. I have some techniques in mind, but then I just want to kind of let it come out as I go. Alright, so I got some drums and a melody. This is what I usually start out with, and now I'm going to move on to starting the hi-hats. The only tool I've been using to do trap hats, the MPC's note repeat. So of course I got a hi-hat right here on one of my pads, and I can hold down note repeat and get a little different note values. Researching how to do trap hats, I found that a lot of guys doing trap stuff are working with FL Studio. That gave me some more insight in what I could do. One of the other things that I've noticed, beyond just having hi-hat rolls that are changing between note values, you hear a lot of producers actually affecting the pitch as well on the hi-hats. So if I use note repeat along with 16 level, turn on tune for my hi-hat, I have different pitches. I was thinking I want a little more control of what I'm doing. Looking at FL Studio and those guys using that, and really having a visual aid, I figured that if I took a hi-hat, rather than putting it on a drum program, if I put it in a key group, then I would have control of the pitches of my hi-hat. Moving over to a key group, I already put together a hi-hat key group. Now, I'll just go ahead and look at the settings just so you know. Under samples, I'm going to have my hi-hat, and now this I'm using this chill trap hi-hat, which is a hi-hat that comes stock with the MPC Live when you purchase it. So I put that in, and it's a key group that only has one single key group, because I'm just using the one hi-hat sample, and then when I put that in there, it's going to spread it across all of these keys. The original pitch of the sample will be on the middle C there, and then into my grid view, I have the piano roll to the left here, which resembles the piano roll in FL Studio in a way. And so you got this grid view. I just wanted to imitate that because it's what I was seeing a lot of, and a lot of those techniques being created within FL Studio. I figured I could do that since I have a pretty nice visual in the MPC Live. I'm gonna go ahead and hit shift and note repeat. I'm gonna record in some eighth notes here on my beat. Alright, so now that I have some eighth notes recorded in there, I think I want to do maybe some 16 notes, but instead of using the same middle C, I'll go ahead and use maybe a deeper pitch here, and I'm just gonna mess around and get a feel for it. Alright, so those results were decent. I'll probably edit some of these out. This is what I just did right here. So I got some 16th notes, and I put them at some different pitches. I'm going to go in and erase some of the 8th notes on the top that are just layered because they're being triggered at the same time as the 16th notes at a lower pitch. So I'll grab my eraser tool Erase this one. Erase that one. That one. Okay, so let's play that back and see how it sounds. Alright, decent. And moving on. So this technique is something similar to something I saw in FL Studio, where you can take a note and divide it. Within track edit, now we have something called split events. And so what that does is I can take any note. Let me listen real quick. I just got a feeling that I want to do something with this note right here. Okay, and so I'll go back out to main and then to track edit with the little pencil icon, and then I'll click on split events, and so I have the ability to split that one note that I just selected on the grid edit into a predetermined amount of notes. So right now it's set to 4, so it'll split that note into 4 notes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and let's see what it sounds like. Going back into grid edit so we can see the changes. I'll zoom out. So this is my note now. That was an 8th note before, and now I believe it's triggered at 64 notes. So let's play that back. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit and play it back. Alright, so that's kind of interesting. I'm gonna undo that, and rather than 4 notes, splitting that into 4 notes, I'm gonna split it into something like 3, and then maybe that'll create like a triplet kind of stutter sound. Alright, I'm playing it back. And then something else that I can do, zoom in a little bit more. From being inspired from other videos that I saw with some trap beat makers on FL Studio, I'm gonna take like these 3 notes right here, and then maybe I gotta exit my note repeat, and then make use of my transpose so that I can easily move these notes up and down in pitch on my grid. So I'm gonna take this top one, and yeah, let's go a little bit. I'm gonna go up since I've been going down. And then I'm gonna take this one and go, let's go down. So it's interesting, mess around with that and see if I can get some other more extreme. Go a little bit lower with this one. Maybe go a little higher with this one, and just see what that sounds like. I'll zoom out just so we can see it when it's coming. So I feel like I'm getting closer to that trap sound, but I don't really like this exactly. So I'm gonna undo a lot of it and then mess around. I'm gonna take it back and see if I can undo far back to making this note that was split into 3 and back into the 1, and I'm gonna split it again and just experiment with some different numbers. I kind of like the triplet feel. I would say that's a triplet feel because I cut it into 3. I may be wrong. I'm gonna cut it into 6 so that it's just even more of a. So it's just this trap sounding thing. Let's see what that sounds like. I don't even know what I'm saying, but let's just hear what it sounds like. Cool. And then I'll just go and do the same thing I was doing. I think I saw someone do something like this where it was pretty much descending in pitch. I'm going to click on each one of these notes and transpose them. I don't know, it's going to be easier if I transposed. I'm going to get this. these. These 3. And these 2. And this one. Let's see if that sounds like anything. Okay. Kind of cool, I guess, but it needs work, right? One of the other things I would think the YouTuber was Lifestyle Did It. You guys are probably familiar with him. He's pretty big on YouTube and what he does. So I think it was him. He was doing something like this, and then he was also messing with the velocity on these. So kind of just this pitch thing, descending. I don't know if he did these things in conjunction, but I'm gonna try them. And then it was like also a kind of a fading out sound. So I would take these and lower them gradually. Each one will be a little bit quieter than the other. Okay. Not bad. And I think that kind of concludes my ideas so far as doing this trap thing, doing these trap hats in MPC Live. And I think that's a good start. I know it's a decent start for me and a good direction, and hopefully something useful for y'all to start really nailing these trap hats if you're thinking about doing that. So hey, thank you very much for joining me in my very first skill building vlog with trap hats and MPC Live. This is a baby step for me to go ahead and expanding my skills as a music producer. I hope y'all are doing the same, working towards improving yourselves and creating. You're probably a creator already, but we live in a world where we can all just create and share with each other. We don't need to really wait around for anyone's permission to do so. Starting is number one, and then you learn some things along the way. So I hope y'all got something out of this, whether it was something technical or maybe something inspirational, motivational. I hope to do both, a little bit of teaching, a little bit of motivating. I think that's what we all kind of need from each other and need to do for each other to have purpose in this life. My name's Raul. This has been Lifted Noise. God bless y'all and take care. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all see me next time. Come on. Peace.